I'm in the middle of a restoration on my GS here, replacing the clutch slave cylinder, but I'm just quickly stopping because whilst I've got this off, it makes sense that I replace the starter motor. You can do the same, exactly the same method as when it's together, but I'm thinking whilst the battery's out and everything and I'm down here, I may as well replace it. So if you're interested in seeing how to replace the starter motor, this video is for you. Just start by disconnecting the battery and then you can follow everything that I'm about to do. I'm going to go and replace the starter motor. It's very simple. I have got a video on how to test the starter motor on the bench to see if it's working. This starter motor obviously does start the bike, it's just it sounds a little bit grindy and I'm not happy with that. So I have got my new one and I'm going to replace that. So as you take this one cover off here, you have to unclip that clip that goes to your DIN power socket. And then you have a couple of bolts that you need to take off and clips as well. So you've got your 12 volt clip there, and then you've got a positive. Just keep everything back together. Move that power lead out of the way there. And now you have a couple of bolts here. So you can see this one here, and then you've got one that's right underneath there. I like to use a ball end Allen key because it's just easier to put it in at an angle and turn it. This has got to be the easiest job on this bike so far. Let's see whether it throws up any surprises. As easy as that. Now that I've got the starter motor off, I'm going to take this opportunity to inspect the clutch. Because if you remember in a previous episode, I was concerned that the dreaded clutch slave had leaked through. Have I got away with it, or am I going to have to take everything apart and put a new clutch in? That's still got plenty of life in it. I think this was changed not too long ago, maybe within the last couple of years. I have read up that these can last like 80 to 100,000 miles quite easily. And since his bike has only done, what, 74, 76,000, something like that, I think someone's already replaced it. Because it looks like there's quite a lot of life left. And it looks pretty clean in there, to be honest. Well, there you go. All my concerns have been answered. So when you're putting it in, it is fairly straightforward. You've got a little knobbly sticky out bit here, a locating pin. And that goes in the hole here. So it's very easy to just plop it in. Obviously I'm putting the top one in because it makes it a bit easier to hold everything together, and then I'm going to put this lower one in. literally goes in so easily. Just make sure when you're putting your starter motor in, it is very important that you do have one of those locating pins. I've heard stories of it pulling away, misaligning itself and damaging all the teeth on the flywheel because that locating pin was missing, and this could cause you massive issues. So yeah, make sure you have that locating pin. Just going to get something to help me lever it a little bit. I'm just going to go back and forth here to the top and bottom nut, just tightening it up, just making sure that it definitely is all aligned and nice and tight on there, because the amount of stress and torque this starter motor is going to be under, it could easily rattle itself loose and come away. Alright, put the positive on there. If you're wondering where the negative is, it's actually built into the frame itself on this. What I was trying to say is it was earthed through the frame to the battery. So just do this up nice and snugly. It has got a lock washer, so that will help prevent it from coming undone. Plug in the 12 volt trigger there. This wire is the wire that sends a signal from the start switch on the handlebars to the starter motor to turn it on or off. And then put the cover back on. On the cover you have the two locating pins here. And remember to connect your DIN connector up. And put the cover screw back on. Oh, come on, you pig. And as easy as that, that's how you replace a starter motor. If you are new here and you want to know the true story of this bike, you might find this episode just here interesting. And if you want to binge watch the whole playlist, I'll put that just up here. Now you guys ride safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.